A few years ago, the organizers of the Missouri State Fair in Sedalia, Missouri, asked me to come to the Frontier Pavilion. They wanted me to bring items from the Buffalo Soldiers. So I came there and I brought some photographs and some spats and different things from the Buffalo Soldiers, some buttons and whatnot from the Buffalo Soldiers. And people came and they wanted to know about the Buffalo Soldiers. And we had a lot of Civil War and Buffalo Soldier aficionados. And pretty soon there was a little white girl who came there. She was about 4 years old, a little white girl, and she was a towhead white girl. You know, this very blonde hair, very flyaway hair, thin hair, pale skin. And she came there and she asked the most intelligent question of the day. She said, "Mister, why do they call them Buffalo Soldiers?" And I said, "Well, darling, because the Native Americans thought that their hair looked like buffalo fur. And they were also fierce like buffaloes. So they called them Buffalo Soldiers." And she went, "Uh-huh," but she really didn't get it. So I thought for a moment, I'm gonna have to help this child understand what I'm saying. So I said, "Okay, look at your hair, sweetie. Do you see how it is?" And she went, "Uh-huh." I said, "Now look at mine. Very different, isn't it?" And she said, "Uh-huh. Can I feel your hair?" And I said, "Well, sure." So she starts feeling my hair, and her mother's freaking out by this time. And she says, "Uh-huh, I see." So I said, "Now, you see the difference between your hair and mine?" And she went, "Uh-huh." She still didn't get it. So I said, "Okay, what's the difference between your hair and my hair?" And she thought for a moment. Then she said, "Oh, you don't have any up here." I was trying to show her the difference in our humanity. How she was white and I was black. And she was trying to show me the sameness of our humanity. That the only difference between she and I is that I was going bald. And I think this whole idea of, the difference in the races that we feel is something that we learn. I, unconsciously, was trying to teach this little girl about the difference in our humanity as children of God. I was trying to show her and break it down as much as I knew how to, that she was different than I was. And consciously, I wouldn't have done that for anything in the world. But I didn't watch. I wasn't watching what I was doing. I almost showed this little girl that she was not like me. I almost showed her that she was different category than I was. I almost took her back to the position that the slave owner had in relationship to his slaves when he said, "They are not people, and I will treat them as I will."